Hello. Hey, everyone who's waiting patiently. Good to see you all. I was just teaching a tarot class, so I thought it would be cool for to do some tarot readings on here that would help them kind of see how readings work, but also kind of give you guys some free readings. So I thought I'd do that. I know I usually talk to loved ones. If anything like that happens tonight, I will definitely go in that direction. But initially, I'm just going to kind of give a reading to someone. And so, hello to all you guys saying hi to me. It's good to see you all. I am working on getting some more classes up and going because of all this nonsense going on in the universe right now. And so there'll be online classes. So there'll be some more stuff coming just because I haven't been able to get out to fairs and stuff. And I do like teaching on Zoom. It's pretty cool to get to see everybody. And I recently figured out how to separate people so that they can practice together, which is always nice. Hi to all you guys saying hi to me. I appreciate all your kind words and everything. So anyway, so I'm going to do a tarot reading to start. And all I need from you guys are topics. So I will pick the person. I don't want you to give me a bunch of details. It just works better. The less details I have, the better this works. And I am going to use tarot cards, and I am going to show you what those cards are, and I'm going to tell you what they mean as well, so that you kind of have an understanding of where this is coming from and what's showing up. But I'll be using my intuition as well. So it isn't just the cards that I'm using. You know, like I'll be using a little bit of my spidey senses too. So, okay. So I see, hello, good to see you, all of you. I see advice, I see children, I see family. I feel like the chick in Romper Room. All right, kids, relationships in general, love. Oh, KD Greenless. I think that was the name. I believe she said something about relationships in general. So hold off on the topics for just a moment. I'm going to go with KD Greenless, or that is. And so I'm going to do a reading for her. I don't know why, but she asked about love. And I think it said love in general or something like that. So for any of you guys like putting topics up, people's names and stuff, we're just going to hold off on that because I picked someone for this first one to do. So I'm looking for KD Greenless, I believe is what it said, or greenness or something like that. And she asked about love. So that's who I'm just going to do this first reading for. I will do another one, okay? So, oh, hello. See, she's saying hi. Okay. So, Katie, I'm going to pull some cards for you. All I saw is love life, so hopefully that's correct. And you just answer me back as quickly as you can as we go along here. But I'm going to pull some cards for you and talk about love. But I think my initial feeling here with you is that for some reason I get this sense that maybe like that love stuff isn't, and I'm not trying to like expose everything about you, but I don't think it's been the easiest path for you as my sense. Because I don't know if you're single or like kind of with someone, kind of not with someone, but I feel like, you know, in general, when we talk about love, you know, I get the feeling that this maybe hasn't been the easiest road for you. Now, I know it's not for everyone. Like love's it's a tricky thing. Sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes it sucks. But in your particular case, I just kind of get this feeling that things aren't so good and maybe you're not dating someone, or if you are, it's like, I don't know. I don't think you're dating anyone. That's what I would say. So what do you think here? Let me see. Jennifer, Allie. There we go. Okay. Yes, that's true. And I'm currently single. Okay. So here's the deal. I want to say to you that there's part of you part of you I don't necessarily feel like is wanting to look, or it's like sometimes maybe you meet people and maybe you online date or something like that. Like maybe you meet people and you think they're going to be more than they are or better than they are, and they just don't really turn out that way. Would be my feeling. But it's almost like you get your hopes up in the beginning. Would be my sense. I think we all do. Well, for the most part, we do. But I keep getting this thing about you getting your hopes up a lot in the beginning, and maybe meeting people through like online or like through a friend of a friend. There's a bunch of like communication that happens there. But I just keep getting this sense that you're not necessarily looking. Hi to everybody saying hi to me. You're not necessarily looking. You're kind of like, but you want something, and you give people a chance in the beginning. I think you give lots of people chances, but it just doesn't really work out the way you think it's gonna. And it feels really disappointing, actually, to be fair, that you're kind of in this place of disappointment. But I'm going to tell you not to give up hope, though. But my sense is that you kind of put the looking part on pause, or maybe you're just strictly relegating yourself to only talking to people online. I'm not exactly sure. But what do you think about everything I said, Katie? And I will just, oh, she responded quickly. Yes, and now have found myself to be closed off because of it. Okay, that's fair. And I can see why you're closed off, because it looks kind of shitty. Whatever you've been going through with relationships looks kind of shitty. And I actually feel like you're good on your own, or like, like some people have pets and they love their pets and that's their family or something. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have some other kind of family connected to you that's important to you. But I'm going to say, don't give up yet, because that's the next part of this. But for my tarot students who are watching, and anyone who's curious, where I came up with this idea of how I got that she's seeing people maybe online or something like that, and there's been a lot of communication, but it's been a little disappointing, is that I'm getting this King of Swords and then the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups generally represents someone you think is going to be Prince Charming, and the King of Swords is not. The King of Swords is just an exchange of ideas. So that might be very much connected to like meeting someone online, stuff like that. And then when I look at how you've been feeling after your dating, I get like a Queen of Cups and a Page of Wands. Those cards together tell me that you're highly emotional and feeling like maybe you messed up or need to start back at square one or something like that would be my sense. So let's say, yes, I have pets. They're my family. Okay. So whatever your family is, no judgment. We all make our own families, right? So you have pets, but my sense is that relationship will come for you. But it's almost like I feel like you've got to really look in a different way or go about things in a very different way. So I'm pulling cards to kind of get that. And I keep getting like all of these cards, which actually I haven't even taught them in the tarot class yet, that are representing to me like different aspects of you. And so I feel like when I'm looking at these cards as far as like advice, what to do in the future, and even a little bit with timing as well, because I know that there'll be a serious relationship for you. And so I just know that you're going to get to that place and you're going to have a serious relationship and stuff like that. So that seems very much like that's going to happen. However, I feel like you got to get out there again. You've just got to look in a different way than however you've been looking. So if you've been online dating, stop online dating. Go like meet people at like a meetup or something or whatever it takes. I just feel like you've got to change your strategy because the people you've been meeting kind of suck and it's just a lot of the same old, same old. That's what I would tell you. And for the tarot students who are watching, I got the King of Wands and the Page of Swords, which tells me she needs to kind of do something out of the box, out of the ordinary, something she's not necessarily tried yet, because in doing that, it will bring you, and this is the Seven of Cups, but you look at this card and you see this guy is like looking at everything and seeing everything clearly except for that one thing in the middle. And this is about you getting to a place where, hi to everyone who's saying hi, that it's about getting to a place where you can see really clearly what you want. Because I feel like in the past, you've been like working through this issue of trying to figure out like who you really want or what you really want. Because my sense is that you are, I don't know, just questioning yourself, questioning your sanity. I think we all do that when we're dating. But that would be my sense. So someone's coming. When I'm looking at timing, I actually feel like I'm more in the fall or the winter for your next relationship, kind of later in the fall, maybe early winter, is what I would say. But it actually seems like it will be cold before winter starts. So I'm thinking this is going to be like October or November. Is kind of my feeling, or like 6 months out. I think that'd be like October, November. So that's what I would say to you. And I, got a lot of information from my intuition, but also from the cards. And when you use the cards and your intuition together, it can kind of give you some clarity with things. So hopefully that all makes sense to you, Katie. You're welcome to give me feedback if you want. I'm going to pick someone else to do another reading so that way I can get to as many as I can. So that, that one took 10 minutes. So I'll probably do like a couple of them, maybe, just to kind of like get this taken care of. So if you guys, we are going to do a loved one. Okay. So give me just a moment on that. So we will talk to some dead people and I will have you put names on there. All right. Awesome, Katie. I'm glad it helped. Okay. So just throw out some topics, here, because let me see. Elizabeth. Did I see Elizabeth? What did I say? Elizabeth Schlappel. Or the question about kids with Elizabeth Schlappel. I think I'm saying it right. If I'm not, I am sorry. I am butchering your name. But I want her. There we go. She keeps putting kids. So come back. Everything is just filling so fast. Holy shit. Okay. So hold up. I'm going to do Elizabeth's reading. We will do another one here in just a minute. Okay. But there's Elizabeth. Okay. So if you guys cannot comment for just a moment so I can talk to her, and then we'll go do another reading. Okay. But this kind of cuts out the middleman here. So that way I can just communicate with her because there's a lot of people watching. So, all right. So Elizabeth, what I want to ask you though, is if you already have kids or if this is a question about you having kids. So, what do you think about that? I just need feedback really quick. Is this about future kids for you or is this about kids you currently have? I don't know why I feel like it's about future kids, but it might not be. So I just kind of get that energy. So you do have one, but is there something about a question of future children or you want another kid? Because I feel like I'm talking about future kids, not necessarily future kids, additional kids. Right on. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I know you have one because you told me that, not because I said that. But I kept feeling like this is about future kids. So you've already got one. But I also feel like, is there something about, are you with someone different? Or is there something about you being in a different, like almost in a different relationship, maybe than you had with the kid you already have? Or something about a different relationship is kind of what my intuition is picking up. So let me say that right now and then just hear from Elizabeth. Additional kids. I definitely see additional kids with you. So that's not, but it's something about kids. And I keep feeling like there's something different here about your other kid or something. So you're still with the same person. So the thing is, so I'm just translating this and I haven't used the cards yet. So I'm sorry, you guys who are watching because of the cards. I'll do that just to kind of validate what I'm getting here. But my sense is there's something here about future kids with you. Something feels different. Gender feels completely different. A different dad or different gender. So my thoughts is it's a different gender because I'm not sitting here telling you like, oh, you're going to have a different kid from your husband. Like it just seems like the gender is significantly different, meaning a different gender. So maybe you have a boy now and you'll have a girl. something like that. But I feel like it's something you've been wanting and trying for. However, it seems like it's kind of a pain in the butt, or something about timing and questions about timing. So I just want to say that to you, Elizabeth, and just see what you think about that. Because there is some difficulty here, is my sense. So this is not like an easy affair for you, or it's something, is my feeling. So I'm just kind of waiting to hear back from Elizabeth. Yay, I'm 5 weeks today. Okay. I have a boy, hoping it's a girl. Okay. So that is awesome. Because I'm like, there's going to be a future kid. Like, it feels like it's like right now. So you're 5 weeks. So that gives you till next year. So let me just ask a little question about that, Elizabeth, just to see what's up, because it feels like the gender will be different. And I really actually feel like this is a successful pregnancy. And my thought is, do you want to have another one though? Like, do you want to have another kid after this one? Like, to me, that seems like crazy talk, because I have 4. And I always tell people that is like too many. But I have 4 kids. And I just am kind of curious. Like, do you want to have another one after this? Because I keep getting that there's 2 more kids for you, not just 1. Oh, good. Okay. So yes, you do want to have another one. Okay. So, because I don't feel like this is it. I feel like you end up with 2 boys and a girl or something like that. And it's just like that happens and you're already on that path. It's really interesting though, because I feel like the next one will be right on the heels of this one. So, yeah. So it's like this one will be right on the heels of that one. Is my sense. And I keep getting like 2 boys and a girl. I see someone saying it's twins. I don't think it's twins. I think it's just one, is my sense, but I could be wrong. But my feeling is it's just one, that I would say. But I also just want to say, for you guys who are watching, where I said like, oh, I'll use tarot cards and stuff, this particular one just came to me differently. It just came to me psychically. So it just popped in my head and I'm like, she's going to have a kid. When I saw her thing, I didn't realize it was now. I didn't realize you were 5 months or 5 weeks along, but it all looks good. It looks like good stuff. It looks like it hasn't been easy, but you've gotten here, and the next one just seems to be right on the tails of this one, is what I would say. So that's what I want to tell you. And then I want to do a connection to a loved one. So I've done all these readings with like a couple of readings, like I did a tarot reading, I did a psychic reading, and now I want to do a reading with a loved one. Hi to all you guys saying hi to me. Anyway, I have 4 and 4 is too many. Whoever said that, you get me. Okay. So I just want to see the names. Please don't tell me who they are to you. And I'm just looking at the names. And I'm just letting them all kind of float here till I have one I want to grab, So I don't care how many times you type the name or whatever, but I will get to a point though where when I choose someone, if the rest of the chat can be quiet so I can communicate with that person. So stuff's popping in really fast, really fast, really fast. I keep thinking I'm grabbing a name, and I'm going to have to stop and pause this here so that I can figure out where I am. All right. So, all right. There's someone on here. She keeps showing up. I'm trying to get her. It's Mikayla. I keep seeing Mikayla. So if your name is Mikayla, say something to me. But if your name is not Mikayla, then don't chat in this particular moment so I can get her information. Mikayla. And I don't know what happened to her, but there's so many. Mikayla. Have I read you recently or something? Because I like your name looks really familiar to me, but there's another Mikayla Henson, asking for someone named Tyson. So Mikayla Henson, that is the Mikayla. I see you, Mikayla Minges, but I think I've read you before. Or something. But I'm looking at the Mikayla that says Tyson. That's the Mikayla that I want. Mikayla with Tyson. I'm sorry, Mikayla Minges. I'm not ignoring you. I just saw the name Mikayla keep coming by, and her spelling is different than your spelling, and that Mikayla is who I'm looking at. So Mikayla Henson with your Tyson. Did Tyson die very quickly? Would be, or suddenly, unexpectedly? Something like that would be coming through about Tyson. So I'm just talking to Mikayla Henson here really quickly with your Tyson. And did your Tyson pass very quickly or unexpectedly? And I just need yes or no. You don't have to fill me in with anything. But I feel like I want to talk to her about this. Yes, he did. Okay. And I feel like when he dies, though, he has a strong love connection to you. When he's coming through, he almost like pulled your name out of the hat. And you have no idea how fast all these names were showing up in my thing. And he like grabbed you because he loves you. This is a love connection, is my sense. And you didn't get to say goodbye to him. And it's like, his heart is with you, is my feeling. Just as I'm starting this, I feel like my heart is with you, is my sense. And that's where I'm starting this reading with him, in this place of letting you know he still loves you and he's with you right now. And I feel like he's also trying to like, I don't know, like get you reconnected with some people he knows, or get you reconnected to his family or something like that. I feel like he's around today to talk to you about getting you reconnected with people that are connected to him that were meaningful to you, but maybe you've disconnected from them, or you're not feeling as connected to him because you're not connected to them or something like that. So what do you think about that, my dear? And trying to it's time down. Okay. So I'm just waiting to hear back from Mikayla Henson about Tyson, because he seems like he's really trying to communicate with you that he's in your life right now to help get you connected with his family, or something like that. And you didn't get to say goodbye to him. And there's love here that he's trying to communicate to you very strongly, and let you know that he's here with you. So what are you saying, maybe Tanner? This guy tells me he loved you. That is very clear with him. So you're saying maybe Tanner, but I felt like we were talking about Tyson. But if it's another person with a T name that you didn't ask for but is here, he shows me being a younger man who passes unexpectedly and having love for you and you wanting to be reconnected with his family or his people again and feeling disconnected from them right now. So that could be Tyson or Tanner, but he seems to have a lot of love for you when he's coming through and he talks about you in that way. So we are what? We are, wait, Mikayla Henson. Hold on. It just says we are. So I don't even remember what I asked. But this Tyson guy says he loves you. Or whoever the dude is, he keeps giving me this love vibe here. So I have to say that. But I see all the other chat has kind of quieted. So I'm just kind of waiting to hear from you. Back from you, Mikayla. That's the only thing about these readings is that it's like you got to go back and forth and wait for the comments to show up and it takes a while. Okay, we're talking about Tyson. Awesome. He says that he loves you and he says that he wants to help you reconnect with his family. And he is doing everything he can to inspire that connection because I actually feel like it would make you feel better or bring your heart some healing. is my sense. It's very, very intense, this feeling about like, I love her and I want to help her and get you this connection, because it feels like it's missing and you're needing it very badly, would be my sense. So what do you think about that, Mikayla? Are you trying to get in touch with his family, or trying to reconnect with some people that maybe aren't in your life or in your life as much anymore? Because he keeps talking about like bringing family together or bringing people around you, but it's all in support of you, because I feel like he keeps telling me he loves you. So, um, be a person at a time. Um, in this particular case, so the way I do readings is I like to just tune into one spirit at a time. Sometimes they bring other people through, but usually they're connected to whoever I'm doing the reading for. Okay, Mikayla. And so this is very specifically Mikayla, is my feeling here, because the way he pulled her name out of all those names that kept going. So I'm sure, Rosemary, that you have a guy in the spirit world or someone that you love, and they most likely are here. And like, especially if I've connected to them before, because your name looks familiar to me, but this isn't necessarily who I'm talking to. This man is reaching out to Mikayla to tell her that he loves her. And I just feel like it's really important to get you, Mikayla, connected to his people again, because it brings you some kind of healing. And he wants to let you know that he is part of that, and part of trying to make your life better, because he seems to want to be like a good influence, or a positive influencer in your life right now. So I just want to say that about him, Mikayla. And I want to give you lots of love for him, because it seems like whatever happens to him in the end of his life, it just looks really shitty. And so he's telling me, though, that you need to be reconnected with these people, and somehow it brings you some healing. And he really wants to create that for you, because he cares about you so much. And it just feels very touching when I saw your name and him kind of grab it. I know that he says there's people that that are still connected to him, or you're connected to people he knew. So it's not like everybody's out of your life or something, but he's just saying he wants everyone to know he's okay. That seems to be a big deal with him as well, because he says that there's people really questioning that, or wondering if he really is okay in spirit, and he is. But he's talking about getting you back to his people. And somehow that brings you some kind of peace or joy in your life. And I just feel like he really wants that for you. So I just want to say that to you, Mikayla, and just give you this heartfelt love from this man, and let you know that he's doing everything he can to kind of like, I don't know, add a positive influence to your life. So I just feel like he loves you a lot. So I just want to tell you that. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know, thank you for watching. Thank you for paying attention to me that long. Since we're still locked down, you can expect me to do some more of these. I'm trying to do them fairly frequently. I'm still doing readings at my office, not at my office, but Zoom and stuff. So I'm still doing that stuff, and I'm still teaching, and so I don't have as much free time as I thought. But I will definitely get back on YouTube and do some more of these readings for you guys. So if you're interested, you can always tune back in. I know some of you guys are subscribers to my site. You might have got a text or an email. And I know, though, that some of you guys might have just kind of randomly tuned in. So you can just subscribe to the channel. If you want to be on that little email notification list and you don't get alerts from YouTube, there's a subscribe button on my website, which is readingsbykim.com. And you can just subscribe on there. And then you'll get the notifications when I remember to do them. And so I'll do them here. I'll do them on Facebook. I got a Facebook channel too. And actually Bridget asked me, do you teach mediumship? And I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to do this year. I'm going to travel. I'm going to go to all these fairs. I'm going to do this stuff. Well, as it turns out, I will be teaching some mediumship classes. I have this one class. Let me see. Wait, what did she say? Saiful, I know something big is about to take place with my ex and I. Do you have any insight into that? I'm not necessarily tuned in at the moment, Mikayla. So I'm not tuned into that anymore. So I've kind of pulled away from that energy. So it's hard for me to get back to it. And that was a dead guy who wanted to talk to you. It wasn't so much like psychic stuff. But I do have a class coming up called Making the Connection. It's like a 1 day class. It's on Zoom. It's only $79. And it's really about getting into this stuff. And if you're just curious about it or how mediumship works, how psychic stuff works, all of that, there's like hands-on stuff that we'll do in class, and I'll kind of explain it all. But I will have mediumship classes coming up. They're going to be on Zoom, and I'm going to do private mentoring and like group mentoring. So it will be a group, and then with private, like individual sessions with me in addition to that. But that's coming up, and I don't have it yet. So look for that. My schedule this year is just not what I thought it was going to be. So it's most likely going to be this summer that I'm offering those classes, and they'll get up on the website pretty soon. But I have taught mediumship for many years, and last year I just kind of pulled away from it, and this year I was going to pull away from it, and the universe just is like, no, you're not. So I'll be teaching, and so I just want to say, though, thank you for watching and paying attention to me and listening to me blab on and on. I'm sorry I didn't get to a lot of your questions because I know that there were a lot of you who were tuned in, but I can only get to so many readings in that time. So that's why I do them personal, like Zoom stuff. That's all your stuff, not somebody else's. So that's always the beauty of that, of getting a private reading. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and all of that other good stuff. And my assistant, Allie, is the one on here, Lazy A-Hole Ranch, or I think that was her ID. So she can help you with stuff too. You can always go to my website and also just text us too. So, or call. So I hope you guys all have a good day. And thank you for watching.